Undoubtedly, the ancient Greeks contributed vastly to numerous disciplines. Their tenacity allowed them to make tremendous advances in mathematics, philosophy, architecture, medicine, astronomy, and the list goes on. Although the influence of their progress in these disciplines was equally revolutionary, the Greeks' embodiment of the concept of a healthy mind and a healthy body, as well as the incorporation of promoting both physical and mental well-being, is a testament to the impact they had on early medicine. Sudden emphasis on understanding the material causes for illness and disease rather than regarding it as divine punishment was likely a consequence of Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine. Asclepius was the embodiment of rejuvenation and healing, stimulating the Greeks' desire to expand their knowledge of health. Our understanding of the impactfulness of Asclepius is further elucidated by the author Hyginus in an ancient text titled De Astronomica. He describes Asclepius' profound medical abilities, stating, "For when Asclepius was among men, he so far excelled the rest in the art of medicine that it wasn't enough for him to have healed men's diseases unless he could also bring back the dead to life." This previous excerpt highlights the extensive medical aptitude of Asclepius and emphasizes the value he placed on medicine. Moreover, Asclepius is immortalized in modern day through a symbolic representation via his famed staff. Hyginus describes the story of the serpent-entwined rod, explaining that Asclepius absent-mindedly killed a snake that crawled upon his staff while meditating in prison one day. Another snake came carrying an herb in its mouth and placed it on the head of the deceased, which Asclepius used to bring Glaucus, son of King Minos of Crete, back to life. Despite Asclepius' efforts to promote health and preserve the lives of others, his ability to resurrect the dead struck fear in even Zeus, resulting in his tragic demise at the hand of his lightning bolt. Nonetheless, his staff remains a universal medical symbol featured on the logo for the World Health Organization, as well as the logo for emergency medical responders, the Star of Life. Despite his untimely death, the efforts of Asclepius during his life resulted in the construction of several Asclepiae, or healing temples built in his honor that pilgrims would often flock to, seeking spiritual and medical healing. Not only this, but his reputation translated directly to his inspiration of numerous medical professionals, but most notably Hippocrates, the father of medicine. The relationship between these two prolific medical figures is further emphasized by the fact that Hippocrates likely learned and practiced medicine in the Asclepion of Kos, located on the island in Greece in which he was born. The sanctuary was one of the main seats of the Asclepiadae, supposed descendants of Asclepios. This temple included numerous spaces dedicated to healing and centered around promoting healthy lifestyles, while also emphasizing the patient's spiritual needs. Hippocrates pursued his passion for the healing arts at this temple, and his medical prowess was apparent from a young age. Eventually, he established his own medical school, where he separated scientific truth from superstition, stating that sickness is not God's punishment. According to the following quote from an article titled "The Hippocratic Ideal," found in the National Library of Medicine, Hippocrates established the basics of clinical medicine as it is practiced today. He introduced numerous medical terms universally used by physicians, including symptom, diagnosis, therapy, trauma, and sepsis. In addition, he described a great number of diseases without superstition. His efforts also generated a collection of around 70 medical documents called the Hippocratic Corpus, which famously contained the Hippocratic Oath. This oath of ethics was historically taken by physicians, where they swore by a number of healing gods to uphold specific medical standards, and is one of the most widely known Greek medical texts. This document solidified several principles of medical ethics, including medical confidentiality and non-malfeasance. Although the Hippocratic Oath has been eclipsed by more extensive modern ethical codes, it was foundational for defining good medical practice and morals. Hippocrates' efforts were also greatly aided by numerous medical tools utilized during this time, the most recognizable being the scalpel. In particular, this bronze scalpel dates back to 1st and 2nd century AD and is currently on display in the Metropolitan Museum of Arts in New York. It was likely found in the tomb of an ancient Greek/Roman physician whose sarcophagi often depict the surgical tools used in their profession. The scalpel, alongside other tools, was wielded during dissections or the removal of foreign bodies in medical schools established during the time of Hippocrates and onwards. The scalpel remains a fundamental surgical tool, and although the modern surgeon is equipped with a wide range of technologically advanced and ever-changing equipment, operations still rely on the scalpel, the profession's oldest medical instrument. Undoubtedly, the contributions of the Greeks was foundational to the world of medicine. These humble beginnings originate with Asclepius, whose impact and symbolic nature resonate to this day. Subsequently, Hippocrates was greatly influenced by his efforts, and the father of medicine was born. During his time, he made lasting contributions to the field, highlighted the necessity of medical tools, and generated several medical documents. The Greeks' devotion to the healing arts through practical and natural solutions was an integral component in promoting societal longevity in the face of routine warfare and widespread disease. These efforts maintain relevance in present-day scientific and medical thinking, and without their advances and insight, our progress in this field would be greatly diminished.